Now, if I say Fiat, immediately the 500 and 500C pop to mind. They really have done so much for putting the Fiat brand back on the map in South Africa with some really impressive sales figures. But they've decided to take the 500 and let it grow up a little bit, expand the range by bringing out the 500L. The L standing for large, which it is. The L also stands for lightness. And the third L that they talk about is a nice one, lofty. But there's a fourth L, Lindsay.
Hello.
And Rosie. It's like a television debut. You're not worried about superstar status.
Well, this is the superstar. First time I've seen it.
But it's not quite what you expected, is it?
No, it's a hell of a lot bigger actually. Hey, it's definitely more like an MPV. I thought it was just bigger than the 500.
Well, now I'm understanding why there's that L in the L for the large. It's spacious and practical. Very, very cool.
Okay, well, let's see how practical it actually is. I'm going to go fetch the pram.
This whole board can come out, and there you have your ultimate boot space. And then obviously with one hand you can slip it back in, and that gives you boot level number 1. So that's that level, and then of course that split level compartment we were talking about where they're saying you put fragile on top, heavier stuff at the bottom.
Where does the heavy stuff go?
Well, you can try to do that, but I think we should drop it into the other boot.
Well,
but that's
it actually fits just like that. That's quite nice, because then you could put all the nappy bags and anything you like underneath.
And still access it. Not bad, eh?
That's a pretty big boot actually, and quite nice. You've got these compartments on the side as well.
Well, they did say, it sounds like some sort of challenge, eh? They did say there are 22 storage binnacles, compartments, areas in this vehicle. I think if you can find them, you can win a free car.
That would be quite nice. Although, I have to say, looking at it, I wouldn't want to win this car because it's ugly.
Yeah, it's interesting that you say that, because I mean that 500 is such a cute, compact, sexy little toy for running around town, but it just hasn't done so well when it's been supersized.
Yeah, it does look a little bit blown up. I'm not sure that I would go for it in terms of its looks, but
I have a prediction though, Lindsay. I think once you get inside it and you drive it, that spacious feel inside is going to win you over.
okay, well, let's go have a look. Show me what it does. It actually reminds me of the Panda. It's nice that they've brought that through into here. A lot of the squareness, the square steering wheel, the squareness on the gear knob, a lot of the elements. It's quite cute, it's funky. But you actually expect a lot of spec in a car that's like 280,000 Rand. Like this sort of thing
Maybe
here.
290.
290, yeah.
A lot of money.
Like this here, this little binnacle for your phone, rubberized, very clever.
Oh, it's cool, because I mean normally you want to plug your phone into the USB port or the auxiliary jack, and then it's a mile away from where you can actually put your phone, but it sits handy. What I like as well, I mean I know we've spoken enough about storage, but it's got a split glove compartment, not bad. You've got this little shelf that's also rubberized, then you've got your traditional cabbie that fits in there. This is a large, lofty car.
And it feels, actually you can feel the quality as well. I mean, I know people sometimes worry about that with a Fiat, but just like the lining of the roof and the touch of the steering wheel and this
that
sort of leathery, suede finish there is very nice. It's lovely.
So are you liking it more inside than you did outside?
I am. I'd have to get past the exterior looks, but inside it's very nice. Oh, this is nice.
Very, very nice. So
Nice.
that's the top spec lounge that comes with that suede finish. Have you figured this stuff out yet?
Speak to the
Hand.
in 1,000 ways.
Yeah, I thought
Quirky.
I thought I'd leave that up to you, but it left me a bit puzzled. But then I didn't have the best education. Let's talk about practicality. I mean, you know, with Fiat, something that's really cool, I think you'll appreciate as a mom. The seats can obviously slide forward and adjust individually. You can slide your hand in there, pop that forward,
That's cool. Yep.
slide it back, which is cool.
Yeah.
You can also then fold the seats all the way forward. That pops and pop it again. And that pops all the way in.
Oh, that's nice. So you can actually get a totally flat surface in the boot.
Very, very nice. Something that's also cool, if you've got the kids strapped in the back, they're bored, they want to play. It's got a little tray table that flips down.
Oh,
Just
when
pop
Rosie
that-
gets older.
Exactly.
That's quite nice, yeah.
Little cup holder,
That's
storage
very cool.
binnacles underneath as well.
That's part of the 22 storage bins.
And there are plenty of them. And then you've got this.
That's huge, eh? 1.5 square meters apparently.
It's insane. I mean, I've never really seen the practical need for it, because I mean, for a driver, you're like, well, who cares? Lets a lot of light in, which is awesome.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
But I had a mate's kid in the back of this, and the kid was like, oh wow, look at the trees, look at the birds. So I mean, I suppose that's going to keep kids entertained in the back as well.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Awesome feature.
I'm not sure I like the flatness of the bench. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know that would be very comfortable for kids as they get a little bit older. I don't know, just something that struck me when I first saw it.
But legroom looks pretty good.
Legroom does look decent. And you know what, it's actually quite interesting with the baby seat. We've discovered there are certain cars that you actually cannot fit it in the back because of the space.
Yeah.
And also, there are some that seat belts don't come out far enough to go around. So we'll have to test that out.
Are you L for loving it?
Yeah, it's nice. It's very smooth. The gear action's good. As an overall drive, it's actually very nice as a city car.
But it's just interesting, they say, you know, the 4.1 meter length is kind of the average length of cars sold in Europe. And this, they reckon, is optimized in terms of being able to park and manage your way around the city, but still have all the space that you need to make it practical. What do you think of the diesel though? I mean, they've got two derivatives, 1.4 petrol, 1.6 diesel. We're obviously in the diesel.
The diesel engine's very nice. It actually is not rough for a diesel. It's quite impressive from that perspective. When you're driving it normally, it's decent. But if you get stuck in third gear at just the wrong revs, you're going to struggle.
Yeah, I found that torque band is pretty narrow. If you're not in the perfect gear, you are going to be finding yourself looking for a downshift. But I do think this is the one that's going to sell, because the petrol's like just under 250.
Yeah, and the diesel is 290. I mean, what
40
you're
grand.
paying? Yeah, you're paying all that difference for a diesel. Why?
Look, they haven't told us. Maybe this fantastic roof is included. We don't really know. But I see it stacking up against Opel Meriva. You
Yeah,
also
and some-
threw in as a mini lover.
Yeah, the Countryman.
Mm.
I think it is a little smaller than the Countryman. It's definitely conceptually, it's the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I found. I mean, when we were talking about this earlier, you were like, but how can this thing be an MPV? They're positioning it as a car.
Yeah.
But it certainly has the characteristics. You said when you got into your driving position, it's quite nice, that command view.
Yeah.
You must be enjoying all the light that's allowed in as well.
It's very easy to see out of, yeah, and obviously combined with that city button, you know, great for parking, great for use around town. It's a lovely drive. Another important thing obviously to consider with an MPV and with Rosie in the back is safety on a car like this. So we've got 6 airbags, but it's also got quite a lot of other things going for it.
But it's got things like driving, steering torque, which
What's that?
controls oversteer over surfaces with low grip. I mean, there's a lot of stuff here. Electronic rollover mitigation. You'd swear we're in a 4x4, but it's got all of that stuff in it. But obviously important for me is ABS brake force assist
so it's
as
got-
well.
Yeah, so it's actually quite a safe car. They've really thought of that.
She's very quiet. Rosie, do you like it?